All right, how's it going, everyone? McKinney here once again. If you didn't know that, well, now you know it. And if you didn't know that, that means you didn't subscribe. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're watching this on any other social media, make sure you go to 3FTV, Faith, Fitness, and Finances with McKinney, and make sure you subscribe. Help me out. You'll be one of my first few followers, and I do a great lot to just this movement. Right. So today I want to just talk about. I'm also in the airport waiting for my next flight recording this. I just wanted to talk about one of, I think, the top three. I'm actually give two. I'm gonna give two top mistakes, and I'll make separate videos for these later, but two top mistakes or myths that I think hold a lot of people back and are really, really dumb mistakes and myths to do. Um, Mind you, I am not a financial advisor, so this is not a prescription or something. Don't take my word to this. Just take this as a suggestion. Um, but the also thing is that, you know, if you are someone who is very irresponsible, this might not work for you, right? But I am very responsible, and I know a lot of people who are who just don't know about this. So I would say two things that are big. First is first yeah, I'm gonna just say them separately, right? So this is so that you watch the whole thing. First, is I'm gonna say is paying with cash, right? Paying with cash or debit card. These are two big things that I think a lot of people do that are very, very idiotic, and they do not realize it. It's only smart to do if you are someone, right? So Dave Ramsey preaches this in his Financial Peace University: is cutting up your credit cards. It is only good for someone who is a spender and is not wise, but is impulsive with their spending, is somewhat addicted to it. But if you aren't that, if you're someone who just had bad luck in the past, or someone who has regained control, or someone that just has no credit at all, I would say you do never want to spend with cash or debit card. The reason why is because you are missing out on so much free money, right? For instance, if you've been following me, you see that I for my honeymoon, I went to Panama, and I went to three countries actually, but I went to Panama City or Playa Bonita for the Westin. The Westin is a very fancy hotel. The hotel stay for this 5 or 6 days I was there would have equated to more than $1,400. But guess what? Because I had paid for my bills the 3 months leading up to it with a credit card, Amex, and I'll link that below, I actually got that stay for free. And that was just half of it. Paying for the 3 months got me a stay for that. And I still had about a week and a half of stay still left on my balance that I did use for my next trip, which was Costa Rica. And then I'll be using later on. I was supposed to use it for Peru, but because of COVID, things changed. But yeah, if I had paid with cash, I wouldn't have gotten that benefit. Another thing too is I was able to get stuff like global entry for free. I was able to get, restaurant credits. Like the card, right? Each card is different, but the card that I have, they give me $20 a month for food. So if I at least spend at least $20, so $20 or more at a restaurant, so not inside of a hotel or casino, at their cafe or restaurant, but at a U.S. restaurant, whether it's Wendy's, Five Guys, um, Olive Garden, or we went to Smoky Grill the other day, I get that back. So that's like I'm making $220 a year for buying something I would pay with for cash, but I'm paying with my credit card. The credit card that I'm going to pay, the money I would have paid at the restaurant, $20 a month, I would have just paid that off because I was going to pay it anyway. So right after I make the payments, I usually pay, right? So this saves me a lot of money because I get cash back bonuses. I get a lot of things. Uh, I get a lot of things that uh, back that I wouldn't have gotten otherwise. So I save a lot more money. It also helps me with tracking purposes. So if you're a home-based business or small business, self-employed, you get a lot more money because um, you're able to actually track that. So it's like, let's say you're saving $1,000 on taxes. It's like you made an extra $1,000, right? And people talk about that, like Robert Kiyosaki. If you're able to save 1,000, it's like you made an extra 1,000. So that'll help a lot. But if you pay with cash, sorry if this is too loud, pay with cash, you get none of those benefits. You get none of that cash back. And the thing with credit cards is you can find one to suit your purposes. So if you don't travel a lot, you can use one that has dining credit. You can use one that has cash back or whatever, right? Mine can pay for Spotify if I wanted to, like different things like that, right? And I'll post mine below, the one that I have for the travel stuff, but there's ones for dining, for a whole bunch of other stuff. Pay with cash, you get none of that benefits, and it's harder to track, more hectic and stuff like that. So that helped. The second tip is going to be If you have it in a savings account, you're losing out. Even though you think you're doing a good job by saving the money, you're losing out, right? Because if someone spends in 2018, if someone spent $10,000 on a Honda Civic, right, and you didn't, you saved your money and you decided to buy it in 2021, same kind of car, same price, right? You would actually have to pay $400 more than they did. So technically, in reality, even if they spent the money back then, you thought it was unwise, you actually are the one losing out because you're losing to inflation. And if you're saving it in a savings or a debit account is basically nothing. A savings account is like 0.08%, right? You're getting nothing. So the smart thing to do would have that in ETF, stocks, bonds, or something that is above 3%, because inflation is about 3%. But between 2018 and 2021, if you put in a calculator, it's 4%. So as long as you're getting above 4%, you're staying equal. But if you're getting under 4%, oh yeah, you got $10,000 saved up, but you're actually losing money as the year goes by. Your money stays the same, but technically that money shrinks in the amount of value it actually has. So what you do is you invest in something that's going to give you above 3 or 4%, whatever inflation is, and that is actually a smart thing to do. So a lot of times people are just saving it saving it in a savings account is equal to just saving it in a piggy bank, right? Or saving it in something, and every year someone takes so let me do the math for that. 400, someone takes $150. You're losing $150 every year if you save $10,000. For every $10,000 you save, right, you're losing $150 a year on that $10,000. So the best thing to do would be invest in something that gives you above the inflation, and you won't lose out on that money. You actually get the full value of the money. If you do it even more than that, and you can do it in an ETF or something that is super safe and get like 8%, 9%. I think some of them are 12%, and it's guaranteed. Like over 30 years, it's been a track record of success. So it's not like you're risking anything. You're actually going to gain a lot more money. Putting it in a Roth or something like that is even better. Putting it in stocks that you can trust is riskier, but it's more rewarding. But saving it in a savings account is one of the dumbest things you can do. Paying with cash is one of the dumbest things you can do as well. So make sure you do not do those two things, and you actually increase your net worth by actually saving more money and actually letting your money be like make money for you, right? By investing it in something that's actually not losing money. Because when you save money in a savings account, you're actually losing money. When you save in something above the interest rate, you're actually gaining money or staying equal, and you're actually winning that way. Paying with cash, you're actually not getting anything back. Paying with credit card, you actually get bonuses. Just make sure you're able to pay the credit card. Hopefully this makes sense. If you have any questions, feel free to post them below. There are different shortcuts around this. Make sure you look for the credit card that is going to be best for you. Make sure you can be liable with the credit card, that you can pay it off every month. If once you get taxed on interest, you are losing, right? So if you can't control it, do not get it. But if you can, get the credit card, pay it back. And then when you're saving money, don't save it in the savings account. Find something that beats the interest rate, not interest rate, the annual. I just said it. I don't know why I'm blanking. I am blank. I think it's just because of the confusion with this. Inflation rates, and you'll be good to go. Follow me, subscribe. All my links will be posted below. Hopefully this helps. I'll be posting more videos like this. But I think this is something that will help everybody out there. All right, see you guys around. Make sure you subscribe, and you'll be seeing me around. See you guys.